I would have really hoped that the motion of confidence would have succeeded. And members from that side, in fact, some agree with us that the president must be removed. I am here to speak about this double speak. In your response, you say a judicial commission of inquiry you are willing to set up, but in fact you are opposing it in court. That's not my question. In your state of Nkandla report, the secure and comfort, you said you have a bond, but in fact none of that has been proven. I want to get to this question because the trend is continuing. You are saying in the same question, you've never done so. Yet there is an affidavit tabled by Mr. Brent Simons that has come through. He says he was present at meetings where you requested for relatives that you know to be given particular contracts. Now, clarify for us, who is lying to South Africa? Is it Mr. Simons? And if he is lying, are you going to take legal action against him? Or are you, in fact, Mr. President, misleading South Africans about not helping your family members to get contracts in the state?
The Honorable the President.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I have answered the question. I've never done such a thing.
Order, honorable members, order.
You have my answer, honorable member.
The Honorable
Madam Speaker,
Honorable Steenhuisen, on what point are you rising now?
on Rule 91, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the Honourable Maimoni asked the President a specific question. He said that if Mr. Simons is lying, as the President is now alleging in this public forum, is he going to take legal action against him? That was a clear question the President must answer.
The Honorable the President.
I've answered the question.
The Honorable,
this one you're going to answer.
Kulu.
Madam Speaker.
You have not been recognized. You have not been recognized. Honorable Kulu has been recognized.
Madam Speaker.
Honorable Kulu.
Madam Speaker.
Honorable Steenhuisen, please allow me to
No, Madam
proceed.
Speaker, you're moving on though. That's the problem. And that's why, you know, people like this come to the House and disrupt the House because the President frustrates the process. The President answered the questions. We wouldn't perhaps have all the drama in the House every time. People get frustrated because the President won't answer. It was a simple question. If Mr. Simons is lying, will the President take legal action against him? You did not answer that with respect, sir. You did not answer that in your question at all. And you must answer.
No.
Otherwise, Madam Speaker, this is a sham. We might as well pack it up, not go through this drama and all go home if this is a sham. He must answer the question, otherwise this House is failing in its duty.
Honorable members, may I proceed to ask the Honorable Cebe Kulu to ask his supplementary question.
Chair.
Madam Speaker, you are disrupting the House. With due respect, we wish to assist you as we used to do before. With due respect, Madam Speaker, I request for your indulgence on a point of order against you. You are not going to call the next supplementary question, Madam Speaker. That you can be assured of. Allow us to speak to you, please.
So I'm going to take instruction from you that I must not call the next supplementary question. I'm calling the Honorable Kebekulu.
Madam Speaker.
Honorable Speaker, on a point of order.
Honorable members, what do you want us to do?
Yes,
the Honorable President.
He must answer the question.
The Honorable President.
Answer the question. He must answer the question. He must answer the question. Oh.
Yeah, Chigi says.
He must answer the questions.
Madam Speaker.
Honorable members, order. This has been said before and I'm going to repeat it. It is not possible for the chair to prescribe to the executive how they should respond to questions from members. If a member is dissatisfied with a reply, there are processes available for them to obtain to get further information in line with their oversight responsibility. I believe,
Speaker.
honorable members, that members of the executive should use the opportunity provided by question time to provide the House with as much information as possible to assist members in exercising their oversight function. But the chair cannot put words in the mouth
Chair,
of the
on a
member
point
of the
Speaker,
executive.
Speaker, let me assist
And
you.
so, no, Honorable Malema, I
Please,
don't
Honorable
need
Speaker.
assistance.
You
from
need
you.
assistance.
No, I don't.
Speaker, if there are no,
No,
words coming
honorable
out of the
member.
mouth of an executive, you are going to
Honorable-
have to make him to take words out of his mouth.
No,
He's not
Honorable
saying
Malema.
anything.
Honorable
So
Malema,
what is the purpose of this?
please take your seat. I wish to proceed to Honorable Cebekulu.
Madam Speaker,
Honorable Steenhuisen, please.
May I please address you?
Cooperate with me.
why can't I would love to cooperate with you. I really want to. But may I just address you in terms of Rule 26(4) of the NA rules? Madam Speaker, your job as a Speaker is to make sure that the rules are applied and to ensure the participation of members of all parties. It's not that we're not happy with the response. We're complaining about the lack of response. The President didn't answer. It's not that we're unhappy with what he said. He's refusing to answer the question.
So,
It was a clear... Madam Speaker, please crack your whip and get the President to answer the question. That's why you're there. You've got to put this institution before this
the
man.
Honorable the
This
President
institution must
has
hold him
answered
accountable. He has
in
not.
the manner he has answered.
Answered the question,
And
Madam.
there is not
Speaker.
anything I will be able to do
Speaker,
You can compel
about
him
that.
to answer the question.
Honorable Kwankwa, cela uhlale phansi.
You can compel him to answer the question, Madam Speaker.
Hlala phansi.
You can compel him. It's in your right
Hlala
to do
phansi,
so.
Kwankwa.
uyamosha President. Uyamosha mama ikhole.
Honorable Speaker,
Hlala phansi,
Honorable
Kwankwa.
No,
Speaker,
the
Honorable
Santa
Speaker,
Mama.
can we be
Hlala
recognized?
phansi,
I'd like
hlala
to make a
phansi.
proposal, Speaker, if I may.
What proposal are you
Maybe
making?
the leader of the official opposition should put the question to the president again. It's possible that he didn't hear it, but we cannot allow the president to treat parliament with disdain like he's doing. It's completely unacceptable. This is the attitude that you see in most members of the executive who refuse to answer questions here or absent themselves when we deliver member statements in this house. They are taking cue from the president. Maminjalo, inyani.
Honorable Kwankwa.
Wenza unothanda umongameli lapha
I'm
siyeke.
not doing that. I'm asking Honorable Cebekulu, who is
No,
the
Chair.
next
Speaker,
person.
Honorable Speaker. This is what we went through
No,
when we were
no,
trying to
I
hold
did not.
him
I have
accountable.
not recognized you.
No,
so
but
please
because I've been
take
having my
your
hand
seat.
up for a long time and you haven't
Please take your
recognized me.
seat. Please take your seat. Babu Shenge.
A request from me, because when members are answering questions, when all this is going on, can I plead that the President be allowed to sit down, please?
Yes.
And not I don't need your assistance. Can I request that he be allowed? He's still the head of state, whether we like him or not. You know, for him to stand while all this is going on, I don't think it's right. I'm just pleading for him to be allowed to take a seat while all this is going on.
Actually, there's no problem with the Honorable the President taking a seat in the meantime.
Vele umthetho uthi umuntu uhlala phansi akathi kuyakhulunywa endlini uma ngenyawo.
And
Akumiwa endlini ngenyawo.
Honorable Cebekulu, ask your supplementary question.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
No, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Speaker.
We have not received an answer, and we went through the same thing
Honorable
when we were dealing
members,
with the issue of
take
Nkandla.
your seat,
and
honorable
you kept
member.
covering up.
No,
You
take your
answered
seat.
questions
Honorable
we have to answer.
Cebekulu
It was a
has the
simple
floor.
question, yes
Honorable
or no.
Speaker.
And we are rendering this parliament absolutely useless if you can't
Seat.
do a basic
Take your
job
seat.
as giving directive to the executive what
Take
he's supposed to
your
do
seat.
and say, answer the question, whether we like it or
Take
not.
your seat,
he's supposed
honorable
to
member.
say yes or no. He hasn't answered the question.
Can you take your seat?
No, but why are you not doing
Take
your
your
job?
seat.
Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Cebekulu, please ask your supplementary. No, please ask, let Honorable Cebekulu ask his
Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Tlowama, please take your seat.
Honorable
And
Speaker.
let Honorable Cebekulu.
Honorable
Can you
Speaker.
recognize?
Honorable
Why
Leader
are you
of the
allowing the
Opposition, you have
President?
asked your supplementary question.
I want a point of privilege.
No, ngicela
Please,
uhlale
can,
phansi baba.
Ngiyacela, ma'am.
Cha, ngicela uhlale
Please,
phansi.
Honorable
can I
Speaker.
take a point of order? Because this is crucial. I'm not wanting to disrupt the process. I'm not asking for any complication.
You are just complicating my life.
No. No. When you ask a question, you expect an answer. The question is quite simple. It says someone is lying to South Africa about
We've
the president.
heard the question.
I'm asking if the president is going to take.
We have
Mr.
heard the
Simon
question
to
and the
court.
president says he has answered
not.
you.
He has not.
So
My
you
right
are not
is suppressed.
satisfied.
On a point
Follow
of order.
that up.
No,
Not
he has-
now,
my
not
right
here.
is suppressed.
I'm now asking Honorable
On a point
Cebekulu,
of order, Speaker.
who has
Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker. Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
what's the point of order?
The answer is
The
pretty...
leader of the opposition is actually saying that the president is lying. Is it parliamentary? Please make a ruling on it. And I'm also rising in accordance with rule number 61. That actually states that
Honorable Speaker,
for
on a
now we
point
are
of order.
actually having behavior that's grossly disorderly. The conduct of the opposition in this house is grossly disorderly. And I want to read this rule in conjunction with rule number 92 to say that they are so disorderly. And also 92 says when you've made a ruling, there shouldn't be any point of order that follows your ruling. Whenever you make a ruling, the opposition must comply so that it can actually help us to run business of this house in a sane manner. I thank you.
Honorable Speaker.
Honorable member,
Honorable
you might have interpreted it that way, but he did not actually say it. And therefore, I want to proceed to Honorable Cebekulu and ask Honorable
Speaker.
Kata,
No,
Honorable
Honorable
Kata
Speaker.
and Honorable Tlowama.
Honorable
I'm
Speaker.
asking you both to take your seats and
Honorable Speaker.
Allow us to deal with the
Honorable
president.
Speaker.
Honorable Tlowama,
Honorable-
take your seat. Honorable Kata, take
Honorable
your seat.
Speaker, you ignored us, but you take
Honorable
ANC
Speaker,
that is
just
right
tell
on
the
a point
President
of
to
order.
answer that
But we
question
can say
first.
You
ran
can't
before
both
the
talk at the
ANC.
same time.
Why
You
did you
can't.
again recognize the
You can't
ANC who
both
came
talk at the same
after
time. And
me
Honorable
after Honorable
Kata,
Tlowama?
take your seat.
No, I'm not.
Honorable
You want to
Speaker.
rather leave the house?
Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Speaker, I have been standing on a point
I
of order
will
and
switch
you
your
have to
mic off,
recognize
Honorable
me.
Kata. I'm switching your mic off because you don't want to cooperate. Honorable Cebekulu, ask your supplementary question.
Madam
Or mine
Speaker,
as well as off.
Madam
Honorable
Speaker,
Speaker.
Madam Speaker,
Honorable Speaker.
Madam Speaker, I haven't raised on a point of order all day yet.
No,
Can you
Honorable-
please recognize me?
No.
Rule 91.
Honorable members, we've
Madam
wasted
Speaker.
an hour now.
Yeah,
Honorable Speaker, it's
No,
not
I'm
us.
not allowing it.
Madam
I'm
Speaker,
taking Honorable Cebekulu's follow-up
the
question.
Constitution
Honorable Speaker,
compels
can you
us
recognize
to
me,
hold the
please?
executive to account.
Honorable Cebekulu,
If anybody's giving you a hard time, Madam Speaker, it's the
Khuluma,
President,
Khuluma.
by once again disregarding and trampling
Honorable
the
Waters,
Constitution.
please take your
I'm
seat.
rising on a point of order.
No,
Rule 91.
I'm not
You have
taking
to
your point of
recognize me.
order. I told
have
you,
to. No,
I
you've
told
got
you
to.
I'm not taking any
You've
more
got to
points of
recognize
order.
me, Chair. The
Ask your
chairperson-
question, Honorable
The
Cebekulu.
President claims that he's answered the
Why
question.
journalists on the mic?
However, Madam Speaker,
Honorable
the
Honorable
follow-up
Waters.
question,
Man is still on the
the
mic.
follow-up
Honorable Speaker, you did not
Hello?
give any warning for switching that mic off.
The follow-up question was different. So the President could
time.
not have actually answered.
Hello?
So
Honourable Speaker.
the follow-up
you.
question was different.
Madam Speaker.
Hello?
Madam
Therefore,
Speaker. Madam Speaker.
the follow-up question could not have been answered because it was different to the original one that's in the question paper, Madam Speaker. The question was, will the President take legal action against Mr. Sims, who has claimed in an affidavit that the President did indeed put pressure on officials to give contracts to his family members? And the President has not answered the question. It's a simple yes or no, and you are not doing your constitutional obligations by forcing him to answer the question.
Order. Order, honorable members.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable President, given that there has been such a great deal, given that there's been such a great deal of controversy, that one can almost say has been a hallmark of your presidency, around members of your immediate family and friends who have financially benefited from state contracts because of influence exercised by you, and you to deny this. Mr. President, can I take you back to 2009 to a meeting with Mr. Jacinto Rocha, who was summoned to a meeting with you, your son Tutuzane, and Mr. Tony Gupta, where you expressly told Mr. Rocha, who held a senior position in the Department of Mineral Resources, to help Tutuzane wherever he could, as Tutuzane was the only child involved with money. Was this not the start of the Zuma empire being built with undue presidential influence being exercised by you on civil servants for the direct benefit of your family? I thank you.
The Honorable the President.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I've never sat in a meeting with the name of a person I don't know. I've never sat in a meeting and asked anyone to help Tutuzane. Never. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The Honorable Sheikh Imam.
Honorable Speaker, on a point of order.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Speaker, on a point of order.
Honorable Carter, I've told you I was done with your points of order. Please take your seat. Honorable Carter.
The President is misleading the House. There is evidence to
Honorable
prove that he had a
Carter,
meeting.
take your seat.
He is once again lying to South Africa.
Madam Speaker, let me start off by acknowledging what my colleague from EFF said. She said I was useless. Let me tell this House, Madam Speaker, that this particular member has a great opportunity in this House, the only opportunity to be able to say something. Because in her very own party, she's voiceless. When the boss says sit, she sits. When he says stand, she stands. When he says jump, so this is an opportunity.
On a point of order, Chair, he must withdraw. Or he's going to meet. Can you withdraw that? Because you don't sit in our party meetings and you don't know what's going on. So can you get him to withdraw, Honorable Speaker?
Honorable Sheikh Imam, there's been a request for you to withdraw, saying a member gets up when the boss tells her to get up. There's a request for you to withdraw that.
But Madam Speaker, that's common knowledge throughout South Africa.
He doesn't sit in our meetings.
They
he
do
must
what
withdraw.
they are told. I mean, that's clear. They don't have a voice. And they don't serve the people of this country either. They
Honorable
do nothing.
Matesa, please take your seat also.
Speaker,
we're not here for you to...
Madam
Madam Speaker. No, honorable, honorable member. Can you
Uyadelela lo muntu
allow the
wamaphutha lo.
honorable member to ask his supplementary question?
No, I was going to ask him to comply to your ruling, please. Ask him to comply to your ruling.
Okay, I don't need your help though. Just take your seat. Can you withdraw, Honorable Sheikh Imam?
I withdraw, Madam Speaker, in the
Thank
interest
you.
of the decorum of this House. Mr. President, what is very, very clear, and I know many people are talking about a commission of inquiry into capture, into members having interest in business, and what, Mr. President, we are 23 years into democracy. The economy is still in the control of a few, with contracts running to 30-year contracts that were issued just before the 1994 election. Can you tell the House, Mr. President, in South Africa, that any inquiry will include all state capture or all influence that past and present members may have had, business and industry, whether it's finance, whether it's the motor vehicle trade, whatever industry, to ensure that all that will be investigated in the interest of radical economic transformation? Thank you.
The Honorable the President.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. As I've said that I'm pursuing the issue of the Commission. I'm looking at the terms of reference, and they will deal with the matters of corruption, and indeed, how far it goes, that will also be known when we announce the Commission, as well as what type of either state capture or whatever that we'll be dealing with, or the kind of corruption that will indicate some capture of one kind or the other. So those matters will be addressed by the Commission. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The Honorable Mente.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Babaka Duduzan, this issue of Mr. Roach is on record. Here is a man who says he sat with you in a meeting with your son, and you said he must sort out your son. And those allegations are so serious in a country where...
I see Honorable Chauke. Are you rising on a point?
Hey, Chauke, unyaka poso na. Ulaba poso.
Speaker, you have made a ruling.
Order.
Ulaba poso.
Yes.
So disparate, Chauke ulaba poso.
You have made a ruling,
that
we are going to refer and address the president as the president of the
ulaba poso man from Northwest.
Therefore, Speaker, you need to maintain the decision that you have taken, how we must address the president. Please can you maintain that?
Honorable Malema, please address the Honorable the President as the Honorable the President.
Honorable Babaka Duduzane.
Honorable Malema.
If I touch honorable.
I said address him as the Honorable the President.
There is no rule that says I must say Honorable President. It says Honorable or Mr. Okay, Mr. Zuma. Now, there is an allegation of state capture. Here is a man who puts you right at the center of a state capture. You don't do anything about him. You don't take legal action against him. Or if you don't want to take a legal action against him, you don't say to him, withdraw that unfounded allegation against me for the sake of the good image of the office you are occupying, or else I will take action. You don't say any of those things. And then you come here and say there's no such a thing. Why are you not taking actions against people who are putting you right at the center of a state capture? People say you've got a house in Dubai, you don't take action. People say you are working with the Guptas to appoint ministers and all that. That one I know you are doing. You don't take action against such people, including, amongst others, the newspapers and all forms of media who make this allegation. Why are you not taking action, at least to protect the good image of the office, if you don't care personally, that office?
The Honorable, the President.
Honorable Speaker, I don't know whether members want to play politics. Firstly, people every day say something about President Zuma in this country. Should I stand every day, take everybody to court? You say a lot of things about me. Should I do so? If I were
You
to
can
do
take
so,
me to
no,
court. You can, no, nami ngiyakhuluma.
He's answering
This is
you,
not your house.
Honorable
Ngathi ngiyakhuluma, ngathi usendlini yakho. This is not your
Honorable
house.
Malema,
This is
it's
parliament.
not your
Wena
turn.
ngisakhuluma mo.
Honorable
Usakhuluma yini?
Malema.
Rakhuluma le
Point of order.
Honorable
Everyone
Malema.
speaks here. This is
The
our
question.
house.
No,
You ask your
Honorable
question.
Malema, you
You
have
can
asked
take
your
action
question.
against me. You can take action against me.
I don't take actions against people like yourself, generally. I don't do it. I don't take actions in court against people like yourself. I don't, honorable member. Madam Speaker, thank you very much. I've answered the question.
No, on a point of order, Speaker. On a point of order.
Yes, Honorable Member.
No, Speaker. Baba Duduzana can't come here and
No,
spend the
Honorable Member.
tax of this country
No, Honorable Member.
under false pretense that he's coming to account as an
No,
executive
Honorable Member.
and say nothing. He says he has answered the question. Which question he has answered? He only said he's not taking people to
Honorable
court.
Member.
Why is he doing it? He must answer the question.
No,
He can't
Honorable
come here and
Member,
say
don't
nothing.
do that.
Otherwise, this house then,
Don't do
you must
that,
just call it
Honorable
off.
Member.
Call off this whole proceedings. We are wasting time here.
We are.
No, we are
agree with
wasting
you.
time. He is
I
saying
agree
nothing.
with you.
He did not
We've
answer the
wasted
question
a lot
of
of
the DA.
time. I
He's
agree
not
with you.
answering the question of the EFF, but he answers the question of that party agent who's useless.
Honorable members, I see a forest of hands from
Madam
the
Speaker.
EFF benches. Honorable members,
Madam Speaker,
I am not taking your hands.
can you recognize me?
No, Honorable Member.
Ma'am, it's an extremely important point of order.
I'm sure all of them are very
I'm sorry,
extremely
ma'am.
urgent.
This
But
is
I
only
urge
the
you to
second time.
take your seat, honorable members, for us to proceed.
Can I ask one question, ma'am? Point of order, please. Because, Mr. President, this is an extremely important, this pertains to the office of the president. The office of the president is being put into
Honorable
disrepute
member,
here.
please take your seat. I
We
have
are
not
asking you, how
recognized
are you going to protect that office?
Take your
It's not
seat, honorable
personal, it's
member.
not about you. How do you protect
Take your seat,
president
honorable
office,
member.
which is being put into disrepute for the country, not for you?
Honorable members.
Siyacela, Baba, siyacela.
Honorable
Please
members.
answer the nation.
Honorable member, take your seat.
Speaker, Honorable Speaker, I just want to get clarity. You're saying you're not going to take point of orders from EFF. What is that? You must not do that to us. We are here, we are honorable members, and we're going to ask this man of Uganda everything that he was. By the way, Mr. Zuma, we think you are a criminal. That's what we think of you.
Honorable member.
Like that. There's nothing we're going to change.
Honorable members, I have asked you again and again, after having told you I'm done with taking points of order from you, because you have abused the time. I have asked you to take your seats again and again. You know yourselves.
Speaker.
You know yourselves.
Speaker.
Your conduct is really interfering. It's interfering with the business and the pace of our ability to proceed with the questions to the president.
Ushauka mfuna xolisa uthena ukuthi uZuma akayena umlisa.
Honorable
Akakhokha inkomo lo waya.
Honorable Kaula.
Uyamhlaza.
Honorable
ukuthi akayena umlisa lo.
I'm switching off your mic.
Mlisa, mhlawulisa na Zuma.
Speaker.
Honorable Chauke.
Speaker, I thought you'll make a ruling. A member has just called the president a criminal. I thought you'll be able to make a ruling. Please.
Honorable member who called the president a criminal, withdraw that. Withdraw that, honorable member. I saw you. Yes, withdraw.
Speaker, all I said is that, Mr. President, we think you are a criminal.
Withdraw that, honorable member, because you know it's wrong to do it that way.
So
I told you that when you have to do...
Which is the right way to tell
when
think
the
that's a
right
criminal?
way
Which is the right way?
is
Which
to
is the right way?
appropriately draft a well-considered,
Like you say,
well-formulated
it's a criminal.
motion.
But it's here. I want
A
to save the
substantiated
resources. I want to
motion.
save state resources because
I
we're
am
wasting
saying
them. So that's why I'm
withdraw
telling
it,
you here
honorable
right now.
member.
Okay,
Withdraw
I
it.
withdraw.
Honorable members, I proceed to question number 15 asked by Honorable Kekana.
Point of
And
order.
I call upon the Honorable the President.
Point of order.
I'm not taking a point of order anymore, I told you.
Speaker, the rules...
Honorable
also-
Dozie, I told you.
But I know it's difficult, but you have to take it.
No, Honorable Dozie.
I know it's tough,
I'm not-
to be
I'm
there.
not going to allow the
all
afternoon
the
to
time
go.
when Obaba is in the house, but you have to take it.
Honorable
It's the rules.
Dozie, no.
Point of order,
You are
Speaker.
not going to abuse the rules and waste the time of the House and say, you have to do it. I am not allowing you, Honorable
Speaker, you don't
Dozie.
know what I'm going to say, whether I'm going to abuse or misuse. It's a point of order. You are a speaker, you must take it.
I'm asking the Honorable the President to answer question number 15. Honorable President.
Speaker, South Africa has the only African member of the G20.